I'm CJ. This is my creative space. Welcome to the channel. So I'm not quite sure the direction of the channel yet since this is very new and I'm learning. Um, I know it's going to be centered around music, but I have other interests, so I may throw other videos in the playlist just just for fun, just to break things up a little bit. But I do have about I don't know, 10 or 15 songs ready to go that I'm going to be releasing in a, I guess, like a Song of the Week series, and a few more that I can record and do videos on. Um, also, I want to feature some of the guitars that I've purchased in Guitar of the Week or Instrument of the Week or just something else to break up the channel and do different things. I do my own tech work. Uh, I started completely from nothing. So if you're a beginner, you might find this channel interesting just to see what you can end up with, what you can do. Um, I'll give you some of my background. Like many people, I became passionate about music in school. Um, really, middle school, I really got sucked into the classic rock genre back in those days. And then by high school, I was well into it, and I used to walk around the high school with a small mono cassette player like this and a box of tapes. And my friends and I would listen to music when we weren't in class, and it just grew from there. Back in those days, you didn't have the internet, or uh, there was no MTV or uh, tablets or phones. Basically, all we had were cassettes and albums. And so that's kind of what I grew up with. I feel like I grew up in what I would consider the golden age of classic rock. So the early 70s, and at that time, most of those classic rock artists, even as they are now, were 10 to 15 years older than I was. And we were able to, I mean, the music business was uh, well established, and there was a lot of money to be made, and that was our entertainment back in those days. So my friends and I we'd go to concerts, and you would be able to go see like three bands or more in one night for probably a ticket of, you know, $10 to $15. Not like today. Um, I think my first concert was Aerosmith, Slade, and Mott the Hoople, in that order. So Aerosmith at that time was uh, touring their Get Your Wings album. Slade was touring Slade Alive, and Mott the Hoople was touring All the Young Dudes. And that was my first concert experience. And it was fantastic. It won me over. So by the time I got to high school, I would uh, I would walk around with a small mono cassette recorder like that, and a box of tapes, and my friends and I would listen to music in between classes. Um, but I never really thought about music as something that I could do. It just the technology wasn't there. Um, Everything was very expensive. Guitars were expensive. Of course, you could get a junky guitar, but and my dad tried. He brought a couple of junky acoustic guitars home, but the strings were this far off the fretboard, and there's just no way you could play that, especially if you're a kid with weak fingers to begin with. You're not going to be able to make chords or you do much of anything with a guitar like that. We couldn't even tune it. The only way to tune it was use a pitch pipe, and I don't know if anybody's ever seen one, but it's no. So I never considered playing music probably until the early 2000s. And that's when I kind of received my first guitar as a gift for my 45th birthday. And so pretty much I started from zero at that point. Uh, Over the next 20 years or so, actually for the first 10 years, I, well, I'll back up. When you're starting out with guitar or any musical instrument, it's very difficult to, I mean, you want to emulate your heroes, and it's very difficult to, I mean, you can't, it's very difficult to learn how to play covers. And even if you do, you're never going to sound the way that you want to. So my solution to that was I decided to start writing my own songs. And so that was right from the beginning. I started to write my own songs because I needed a vehicle to learn music and to have something to play. And so I did for a long time. I recorded on a multi-track recorder. I started off with like a 4-track cassette recorder. That was terrible. Then eventually I graduated up to a like a hard disk recorder, a multi-track Porta Studio by a company called Zoom. It was an 8-track recorder, and I made a lot of home demos using that technology. Um, and then as the technology's improved, um, I've kind of tried to keep up with it. So, I mean, there's so much, you can spend so much money on this hobby. So, I tried to keep it reasonable, but even then, it spirals out of control. There's nothing you can do. But, I mean, you can just not do it. So, to be honest, my songs, they're not great. I mean, they're not hits. Um, they're not particularly innovative, but they're honest and they reflect my life, and that's what a song should do. I mean, uh, if you think about some of these artists, uh, they don't start off famous. Okay, they are honest, and then their honesty, uh, people learn to like it. I guess people get, they appreciate it, and then they get a following, and then they get better, and they get record company backing or whatever. And of course, now you probably need a lot of money or family money to get into the music business. There really isn't much of a music business, so YouTube's it, So that's what I'm going to do here. So I have some songs I'm going to feature, um, probably in a song of the week situation. Um, in 2018, I put together, and I have a video on this. I put together a live rig so that I could play live as opposed to multi-tracking. And I had to wait for the technology to improve to the point where it was reasonable. Finally, some guitar pedals came out that allowed me to have a drum beat to loop chords, and then I could solo over them. And I have like a PA system that I can put everything through, and then so it makes a one-man band sort of situation. Uh, that's pretty cool, but it took a long time to get here. So I just want to share with new people, beginners, that it is possible. Anything is possible. Um, Hopefully, this channel will inspire people to improve. Not only see what's possible, but see what's inevitable if you don't give up. If you're persistent, I believe I believe talent is nothing more than passion that you persist at, that you refuse to give up on. And if you keep doing it and you keep at it, eventually you're going to improve. So that's my message. So anyway, my video series is going to start out with a song of the week. I've recorded about 15 songs that I'm going to put up, and then I'm going to go through the guitar collection and do some both overviews and then maybe some deep dives on some of the instruments that I've collected. And maybe we'll get into songwriting. I'll show you how I write a song. I'll show you how I do the live recordings, and we'll take it from there. So that's my intro to the channel. I hope that makes sense. Now I'm going to add on the first song of the week to this video after another brief introduction to the song, and then we'll go on from there. The rest of the songs will just have a brief song introduction. They won't contain this very long, boring dissertation. So I hope that makes sense. I hope you continue to come back and see how the channel develops. I hope you subscribe. I hope you share, and let's go on this journey together. Okay, welcome to the first installment of Song of the Week. This song is called Demons Unconquered. It's from 2008, so it's a pretty old song. And well, I hope you enjoy it.
Demons unconquered, prefers to be alone. Feels like an outlaw, living on his own. Takes the edge off with alcohol and dope. His newfound confidence gives him hope. Starting to look like an accident scene. Victim of his poor self-esteem. All feelings holding him back. Heart attack. Woke to the carnage, bodies everywhere. Woke to the fact that he simply didn't care. Burned his bridges and he walked away. He'll start over some sunny day. Stood right from the start. Victims buried with broken hearts. And as the crowd begins to cheer, porters don't even shed a tear. Unconquered, prefers to be alone. Feels like an outlaw, living on his own. Finally gave up on the alcohol